Hello, welcome. In this tutorial, we'll be talking about how to use Chrome Remote Desktop to be able to access another system from your own particular system. How to remotely control work on another system from your own system. And Chrome Remote Desktop is free, unlike the other remote desktop applications that you can use. So because it is free, you can easily use it free of charge from Google. So I will be explaining how to connect to other systems from your own system using Chrome Remote Desktop, how to control other systems. So basically, there are two steps to sharing and accessing another person's computer. So the first step is sharing your screen, and the second step is accessing another person's computer. So for you to access another person's computer, it means that the person must share the screen and give you access to it. So the first step I will be explaining is how to share your screen. How to share your screen. And sharing your screen will give another person access to control and see what is going on your screen. So first thing first, go to remotedesktop.google.com. Go to that URL. As you can see, I'm already there on that URL. And then after that, you click on share my screen. Either you do it here or you do it here, it's the same thing. So you click on share my screen. When you click on that, by default it will pop up for you to install Chrome Remote Desktop on your system, on your laptop or desktop or whatsoever. It will pop up, but if that doesn't pop up, you can as well click this button. But since it pop up, I will just click on this. Can you see that I say with Install Hub you'll be able to use more keyboard shortcuts, and browser toolbar will take up less space. So it's recommended that you install this if you want to share your screen. So I click on install, and that click on install, it will download the Google Chrome desktop for you. I already have a remote desktop extension on my system. If you don't have it, it will prompt you to also install the remote desktop extension, Chrome Remote Desktop extension. I already have it. Now it has downloaded for me the remote desktop. As you can see here, this is it. This is what it downloaded on my system. So after that, I can click on accept and install. Clicking on accept and install will install this software on my system and to make my system ready to share my screen. So I click on accept and install, and then it runs. Now the installation is completed, and you can now see that this has you now have generate code button. Generate code button. So that is the next step. The next step is now to generate code that you can share with another person. You can share it through maybe any of the social media platforms to share your code, or even if it's calling the person. Just share it any way you can share it, but you generate the code and then you share the code. So the next step is to generate the code. If I click on generate code, it will run and generate a one-time code. Can you see it has generated a 12-digit code, and that code will expire in 5 minutes. So I have to share this code with the person that wants to access my screen within the time frame that we have. So I will copy this code and then send it to the person that wants to access my screen. Now the second part is where you access another person's screen from your own screen. In the first part, I've explained how to generate code and then send to the person that wants to access your screen. But in this part, I am the one that wants to access another person's screen. The person generates the code as I have done in the first part, and then that code I will copy it, and I have the code copied to my clipboard. Then I will just paste the code here to connect to another person. This is where you come to they connect to another computer. That's where you come to generate code. This is where you go to share your screen. But to connect to another person's system, this is where you go to. So now that I have the code, I can just come here and paste the code and then connect to the person's system. You can see that it's connecting to the person system. Good. Now I am now on another person's system, and I can see some of his page that is opening. I can scroll to them. I can even decide to open another thing on this parent system, and it will load that person's system. I can decide to go through the person a desktop, check a lot of things on the person's laptop, a lot of things that I can check on this person's system. So we go back to the screen of the person's. Now I'm back to the screen, and I can even watch videos from the person's screen and stuff like that. So that is how basically to share your screen and to access another person's screen from your own system. This is good for you as software developers. Instead of you traveling to go and set up something for another person, you can just refer them to this video, let them watch, let them set up Google Chrome remote desktop on their own system, and then you'll be able to access their screen and be able to install the softwares and then set up everything that you want to set up without needing moving around like that. So this gives you access to be able to access another person's system and do some other things on that system. So that is the beauty of remote desktop. Before I round up, I want to tell you some of the limitations. Google Remote Desktop does not allow you to share files from your own system to another person's system. At least from my own system, I can't copy a file and then send it to another person's file. But the workaround around that is that you can use any of the cloud storage platform, and the person send his file to that storage platform, and then you access the file, and then you'll be able you send the file that you want to use on that system to the cloud storage. You download it on the person's system, and then you install it, and then you do whatsoever you want to do. That is that. But Google Remote Desktop allow you to copy text and paste it from your own system to another system. So that is basically Remote Desktop by Chrome. So thank you for watching this video. I believe you have learned one or two things. Bye.